Welcome back to round 3 of the Money Shift Sim series. I am Mitchell. Joined with me today is Austin. And then Jake from State Farm himself is going to be our third man in the booth today. So, why don't one of you two explain where we're at and what we're going to be doing today?
Take the reins there, Jake.
Well, today we're at Bathurst, legendary track, legendary car. As you'll see, pretty hard to drive for everyone involved.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
us included.
Yep. And I will just, blame myself right out front here and say that I saved the wrong replay. And I kind of screwed up on setting up the server, and really nothing went right with this race. Not only was the server set up wrong, then we had one of our plugins was failing, so we had to restart the session. I think we ended up with basically 3 restarts. I think it
Yep.
failed twice in practice, and then once the first official race that we're not showing you today got cut short. And so most of us, I think we lost. Did we lose one or two for the start of this race?
But hey, that's how we learn, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we had 8 total for the first race, and someone bounced out right away as soon as that screwed up. Then the second one we have, I think we have 2 people drop before the end of this one, but we made it 7 laps on the first round. That's what we're going to keep points with. But this is the unofficial second race. That was a little bit more dirty, we'll say. We didn't quite put as much effort into keeping it clean and civil as we did the first round.
I
And for
don't
those
think
of
we
you,
can understate, though, how difficult this car was. It's
exactly
just
what I was just gonna say. Yep.
so much chaos.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
no electronics, so it was all just full user control. You had to figure the car every step of the way.
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and get us going. Got to find some camera that's going to show us the racing, I suppose, but
Gotta start somewhere.
you got to start somewhere. That's absolutely correct. And we do have one upgrade to the video today, and that would be that we have this handy dandy leaderboard in the top left-hand corner. I'm sure you've noticed so far. So
Hey,
that
there we go.
yeah, it should be pretty well timed with the race. It's not an automatic deal, so it might be just a touch off, but did our best to keep it nice and level with the actual racing. So
Oh yeah, that like I said, how we learn. Gotta start somewhere.
absolutely.
So immediately, right off the start, one thing I saw was Jesse absolutely smoked me
Yeah.
on the
Well,
getting on off the clutch.
and then I smoked Jesse into turn one.
Karma.
To be fair, he did that both rounds. It was a drag race to the first corner, and I lost both ways.
Oh, he beat you to turn one both times, you're saying?
Yep, I just had the advantage of sitting on pole there, so I got the inside line. Otherwise, it might have been a different story.
Leading the pack there, bud.
Yeah, who's that subway car out in the front?
Out there eating fresh.
That's right.
Will it,
Yeah, let's ignore that part.
That's just a speed hole, is all.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
too much lick on the stamp when I sent that one.
Yeah, and you see I just got on the gas coming out of that corner, and it was sideways. It really didn't matter what gear you were in. If you hit it too hard, you were going around.
By
Yeah.
this point, I have already spun out, and I'm in the back of the pack.
Do you want to find?
But you're having fun back there.
Hey, it's a party in the back.
Well, apparently you haven't shown up yet.
That's right.
You're so far back it doesn't even register you. Look at that! Look at that! Jake from State Farm with the awesome pass, send it up the inside as he tried to send it into the wall.
Coming over the mountain, it's kind of a, well, there we go.
Yep.
It's kind of a follow the leader over the top of the mountain there. The cars
Yeah.
are so on edge that if you step out of line or offline too much, you're going to take out the wall.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many places to pass here. On top of the hill, like you're saying, it's pretty much you just follow the best you can. This is one of the
What a-
best passing zones right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say going into this heavy braking zone, as long as you brake early enough, or you do that, that's a staple of that corner.
Yep.
I'm sure everybody did that at least once.
Oh yeah, it was impossible not to. If you missed your braking point by 7 feet, you were off in the grass.
And this final turn, I swear, I could not figure out how to take it correctly. It was just, I felt like I slowed down way too much, or I would carry too much speed and hit the wall.
Yeah, that was oh, here we go.
Yep,
Got you
that was the
coming back
pass for the lead there.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
I missed that.
I think I led the first lap across the line as we stormed down.
Here we go.
So
I think I was running more downforce than some people, so that comeback down the straightaway, short-lived, but
yeah,
it
that
was fun.
Literally, I mean, I put in a ton of practice in this race, right? Because it was very, very difficult to have any sort of idea on what to do correctly. And that was the only time I ever spun right there like that.
I gotta say, just your consistency over this season so far has improved a ton.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
everybody's kind of gained a lot of consistency. You know, speed goes up, mistakes go down.
True.
Let's go ahead and check out the rest here.
I think at this point I actually checked out. It says I'm not even registering a time anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what it is, but you do show up later because I have you on the spotter sheet.
Oh.
So, I'm now running 4th place, kind of, I believe, out on my own at this point.
But I gotta say, those lines are crispy.
Ooh, just missed that one.
Oh,
Zeus
man.
Rex and Mullet Squirrel going into turn 2. Looks like they had a monster collision.
Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't even know that happened until just now.
Dang, it should have been just a hair quicker. We would have caught it on camera.
Mustangs doing what Mustangs do best.
I can confirm.
Well-
I drive one.
Oh,
It seeks damage.
I think there's a little bit of hard feelings there with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that revenge?
It very well could have been.
Oh, he's just riding the wall now. He's like, screw it. I'm just gonna see if this follows faster.
Can't leave the inside
I'm-
door open if you're hugging the wall.
I'm not sure what's going on here between these two, but they're trying to figure something out. Moving on.
Again, this was a fun race. You know, kind of a fun run after our initial technical issues, but it did have a lot of good highlights, I think.
Yeah, see, there's Austin right here. For whatever reason, it didn't even register that you were around for a while. But here you are. I believe I think you took the position from me, so you're technically running 4th, and then in turn 1 there, you go a little wide, and I get it back. But it is showing you in 7th place, although technically you're right now in 5th. So we had another glitch that we didn't even know about, apparently.
Got the 2 Red Bull cars fighting.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we all picked different skins.
Yeah. Glad you guys both wanted to be the Red Bull cars.
I do have a Red Bull display at my house, so I feel like I've grandfathered into it.
Fair.
So yeah, this is Austin in front with Jesse falling right behind. Again, timing screen's incorrect here. This is the battle for 5th place. Sorry, 4th place.
4th place.
I feel like I messed up somewhere in here.
Oh, there's me.
Oh,
Oh,
there is that touch.
man.
Remember we were arguing today.
Clobbered him.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. I was backed up against the wall as far as I could. Knew you guys were behind me. Wanted to stay out of the way the best I could.
So he sticks himself sideways in the middle of the road.
Well,
Yeah, Austin Powers. It's an iconic move.
I don't know where else I'm supposed to go there. Maybe you
Yeah,
should just hit the racing line and it won't be a problem.
Oh.
Shots fired. I didn't know we were
Right.
playing Call of Duty over here. Love how dynamic these cars are. You really see them moving under braking, and the front end dives when you get on the brakes, and the flames are shooting out the side. It's a really well done car.
And it was an awesome car to drive. I know it was ridiculous, especially if you didn't take any time to practice it, but after everything was said and done, I felt like I had such a better understanding of the car and the track.
Yeah, I think it really helped to train car control overall.
Yep.
So,
This looks like this is about the best battle we have between the three of us right now. 2 Red Bulls, and then should be just following up there. There I am.
yeah.
So eventually the camera will pick me up, because I know I'm looking at the timing screen and I'm about 4 seconds back right now.
Okay, so these Red Bulls are second, third, correct?
So right now you are currently in the lead. Go check you out real fast. There you are. Second place is the other Jake, the Johnson.
The
As
Johnson.
he will be further known because you requested that name, is currently running second. He is, I believe he was about 7 seconds back already. 8.5, 9. He's got some time to make up there.
During the main race, he got on kind of a scary pace. He was out lapping me every lap, so he was just about to catch up when we had our little DQ snafu, but
Yeah.
I think he made a mistake early on, but he kept his pace up this whole race as well.
We did miss.
Kept me on my toes.
We missed Austin's mistake, so he is now currently in the 4th position. Jesse makes a pass for 3rd. I'm still running back there in 5th. Introduce a wonderful new timing screen and then it doesn't work properly. Isn't that great?
I had a lot of problems with the plugins for these.
This race is still not right. We're over a week removed from actually having this event take place, and here we are. Still, unreaping the benefits, I guess.
Oh, we got someone emerging from pits. Do we know what that was about?
Jake Johansson pit, which I think he must have just been going early to make sure he didn't get disqualified.
That's right, yep.
Yeah, for those that don't know, the first official race, the majority of the field was completely disqualified because the first place person finished there, was it 7th lap?
Yep.
It was confusing. I crossed the finish line in the pits, and everybody popped in front of me. Oddly enough, it was a mandatory pit stop before the 7th lap, but what it did was apply it to me or leader completing the 7th lap. So as soon as I crossed the finish line on my 7th lap to take my pit stop, everybody else caught a penalty for it. So it cut it a bit short.
Disqualified.
Yeah, immediately. It was it was a culling, that's for sure.
Yeah, I saw 6 cars teleport to the pits all at once.
Yeah, it was quite the sight. I thought I missed something
Oh
big.
boy, there's
Oh.
a big send from, who was that? That would have been, I believe, Jesse.
Yeah, I think so.
Sends it in the wall hard there. Jesse's currently in the lead right now. Followed by Jake from State Farm right there. Austin following up right behind. I'm in 4th. Although, Jake, I believe you've already taken a trip to the pits as well then.
That may have been. I think as soon as my pit window opened, I think I dove in.
That
Just to
sounds
get it out of the way,
correct. And yeah, this plugin also didn't track that you were in the pit lane, so I wonder, because this wasn't, a base track, if maybe that was the reason that we're having a couple of these issues. As we see Jesse dives into the pits here. I believe we're probably all following his lead into the pits right now, would be my assumption.
Yeah, and I had done mine a lap early is where we ended up there.
Yep, I'm going to say that I'm probably in the pit lane as well.
Somehow I don't successfully pit, and then I get disqualified.
Oh yeah, we could. I probably can't actually see you here, but
Probably. Oh yeah. I'm good. Am I good?
Austin leaving the pits.
In the same state he entered the pits.
He will soon be removed from the race.
The FIA is going to have a problem with that unsafe pit exit there.
Yeah.
I think you drove through about 12 pit boxes before you hit the end of the straight.
Yeah.
Hold on, we are checking.
Right.
Wait. I got this. Nope, not that one.
Box.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, so we went ahead and we lost one racer already, and that would have been Mullet Squirrel has dropped out. He had to go again. This was the essentially lap 13 of a 10-lap race. So
Yeah, a bit off schedule.
yeah, so a couple guys left early. Austin gets disqualified, so he doesn't feel the need to hang around, which I don't blame him for.
I was a little sour.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, our next, just so you know, our next week's race went really well. No
Oh, it was-
technical issues whatsoever.
It was
So
a massive success, except for the fact that I didn't record the race with SimHub, so I will not have the leaderboard live on air, which is pretty sad, but let's watch
we're
Austin.
learning.
There's the moment of teleportation.
Yeah, some interesting networking issues, but
Well, that was just as soon as you crossed the lap, it disqualified him for not pitting.
oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, what is this? Are you slowing down and waiting?
I was, yeah. We were
Ah.
having a lot of fun, and we were having fun battling, so I wanted to let him catch up. I do remember this. I was looking in the mirror, and he came onto that straightaway and just absolutely bounced back and forth between the grass and the tar. It was just the craziest looking corner exit I've ever seen. He was driving that thing.
Driving it
So
forward.
Being the fact that you had the fastest, we'll call it the fastest lap time on the track out of us, what do you think people are able to make up more time? Is it through the city section?
The biggest thing for me was just after this section here. You have to commit to going wide, really hug the inside, then you go wide here, and
Right.
you want to follow to the end of this stripe line. You go to the next one and then turn in. That was where I was catching people the most. They were turning in a little too early and having to stay off throttle for too long.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, this whole section right here, I believe Skyline is the very top, and then I don't know. There's so many different corner names here, but that section right after Skyline, where it has the chicane built in there, but you could just fly straight through.
Mhm.
That whole section right there, I felt like was just hanging on for dear life and hoping that you had the car pointed in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was tough. If you entered wrong, you were going into the wall. There was about one line.
Oh my goodness, bump drafting.
Little bump drafting. Get some NASCAR in there.
That's great.
Had to back off before I killed us both.
Well, I'm sure. My goodness, I'm sure Jesse wouldn't have complained too bad with that, but get him back in the mix a little bit because he's about 10 seconds back, and then I start just having a real bad time somewhere around here soon, and I think I was getting tired, losing focus. I think the last lap it was just an absolute, just a slap job. Just
Yeah, and part of the thing, I slowed down here that last lap to let Jake catch up, and then he turned on the boosters, and I went quiet, started try harding here because he was putting down some lap times. He's getting right in the way.
Ooh, both of you. Well, so that's
that was
the great part of sim racing, right? Is that KO is recoverable.
Yeah, we both were trying to outbrake each other, and we outbraked ourselves in the process.
Well, he's not dead, which is great. So
That a fantastic turn of events, really.
Is this final lap?
now this is lap number 8. So we still got a handful more.
I don't recall. Was it, how many laps was it, 14?
10. 10. Oh, sends it wide again.
Oh, doing some four-wheeling here. It's tough with these cars too.
Yep. There it is.
That was something I struggled with. Sitting on the right side of the car, I'm used to less margin on the left and more on the right, and it was backwards for me. So
look at all the lines. All the places that someone had an event right there.
we're just rubbering in the track.
Back to what you were saying earlier, the car was so dependent on the track conditions.
Yeah, it was really sensitive to that. I think our lap times in this race weren't anywhere near some of our practice sessions, but it could vary widely just depending on the initial setup. This is the tough braking zone too. Coming into this, it was so easy to wind up in the sand.
Yeah, and you have to really make sure to not take that curb too.
Yeah, you got to slow down way more than you think you have to.
Yep, downhill zone. You hit that curb, it sends you off into the grass. That's a tricky one. Same thing with turn 1 is if you hit that curb, you'll end up in the sand. So you really have to make sure that you are hitting the line and not the curb.
And those curbs were not friendly on this track. Really upset the car.
Yeah, that's same with turn 2 here. I mean, you hit that curb a couple times, you hit it just wrong and it's sending you wide again. So costs a bunch of time.
That corner right there, I kept messing up. I would come up out of that hill and the back end would be like loose or something, and I give it just a little bit of throttle input and it just wants to come right out from underneath. That was a tough one for me.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. That was, especially early on, I kept doing that as I was just on the power just a hair too soon, and you just lose the entire rear end. And then you're very much, Austin Powers did, because that section of track gives you about a half a car width extra. So you can't even really just smash the throttle and spin it around because there's just not enough room. So yeah, we had a plug-in that tracked how much money worth of damage that you did, and there was a lot of them that I saw when I looked through the log that was like $3, $2, $6. It's like, I know exactly what's going on those spots. That's someone getting stuck sideways and trying to go forward and backward and get out.
Yeah, if you looked at the server logs, there would be 5 or 10 sections where it would be like, Jake made contact with environment. Just the server log was filled with people backing up and trying to make an 84-point turn to get out of there.
We are chasing you down. This is the last lap. We got Jake on Jake action.
Not sure I like where that's going, but we'll see what happens.
We definitely will.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, he caught up and then he was just a beast from then on. It was like he turned on the boosters.
Yeah, you gave him that leeway to catch up to you, trying to have fun.
And then I'm back here making mistakes and he's driving flawlessly.
Well, especially considering your fastest lap, I don't know if it changes on the last one here, but your fastest lap was over a second faster than his. Oh, there he gives you a whip, but that's the thing. There's no... Oh! Well, I guess there is some chance of you passing.
I got weirdly stuck in the environment for a second.
And then here comes Jesse.
And then Jesse was back in the race.
Sneaks through.
At this moment, he's just like, yeah!
Holy cow! I didn't remember that happening at all.
Yep, I was. We were both trying to get unstuck, and Jesse shot right through the middle, and then we gave chase, but then it was a case of him turning on the boosters too. He didn't make another mistake that I could see anyway. I was back here in third then.
Hey, this is a pretty decent camera view to kind of show everything that's going on during these sections here too. The downshift, the turn, all the different steering inputs.
And how close your mirrors are. You know,
Absolutely.
you're rubbing mirrors on the wall inside than outside. It's just
Absolutely.
it's kind of a brain overload. When you have a chimp brain like me, it gets pretty tiring.
It's hard people actually do this in real life with these kind of cars, you know, like that track.
Oh my gosh, it's
Can't imagine.
Yeah,
insane.
watch the Scott McLaughlin.
Lap of the gods.
Yeah, the 2 minute 3 second I think is what it is. So we're talking about the fact that, you know, we're trying to run like a 207, and he does a 203, which has since been broken. But there you have it.
Yeah.
Winner Jesse. Second place,
Real,
yep, goes to let's see, number 12. That'd be Jake Johansson, the Johnson. Jake from State
Johnson.
Farm. Then, of course, throws it into the wall. Here's how far back fourth place was. That's me.
Woof.
Yeah, I had a lot of issues, especially the last couple laps. I don't know if I had
Yeah, and-
the tires killed or what, but just focus. But
Yeah, those last couple laps on the tires were just murder.
yeah, for sure.
And being as this was the fun, you know, kind of a fun run after the fact. Yep, there we go.
Hey, overall, great time.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
The trash talk was incredible.
Zeus might have already backed out. Well, look at that! Look at that camera.
Oh, that
angle.
is oh, you killed the man. I think you were driving a Mustang there. Oh, there we go.
What a
That's some
shot!
artistry right
What
there.
a shot! That's the sim racing version of the meme where the guy is spraying the champagne all over himself for third place or whatever. That is that
Yep.
right there.
Turning it into
Oh,
a
yeah.
burnout contest.
Yeah, sixth gear burnout. Those are doing 200 miles an hour.
Not a single thing that can go wrong.
Yep.
I can't think of a single thing.
And there the session is over. So, well, Jake, what did you think?
That was a good time. I would absolutely like to drive those cars again. Another track, maybe do a mini series on them or something. I don't know, but I'm super down with getting back into them.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, I'd love to do this on a different track too. I mean, this
A little more
was-
forgiving environment.
Yeah, probably one that has a little bit more of a runoff area that we can kill ourselves on instead of that. Where
Yeah, part of the
or I should
problem
say,
is
runoff area where we don't kill ourselves like this.
yeah, some nice soft sand.
Yes, slow me down before I. A super fun track, and once you kind of figure out the rhythm and the groove of it, it's so much fun.
Yeah, good time.
Absolutely. Well, next round we will head to Road America. We'll drive the Tatus, I believe is how you say it, the FA01, their Formula style car. A little bit less power than an Indy car or a Formula One car, obviously, but should be a ton of fun. What are you guys?
Yeah,
Austin's gonna miss that one because he's gonna be in
Dang it,
Mexico.
Austin.
Are you looking forward to that,
spending-
Austin?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Can't wait to drink some margaritas, pina coladas, tequila on the beach.
Fun. Well, we'll be having a better time than you, I'm sure, in Wisconsin. So
Northern Wisconsin is calling.
absolutely. But until then, I guess I'll better show everyone the updated standings here. So that's Mr. Jake from State Farm in the lead, huh?
Congrats, buddy.
For now, we'll see how things go. We've got some good stuff coming up, so I'm excited to get started.
And
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm not
So
gonna wait for the day before to start practicing. So
that is a good plan. Well, so you can go ahead and get started on the round after that, since you're not going to make the Road America show, which is going to be lawnmowers at Monaco.
oh, perfect
The
lawnmowers! I'm telling you, I'm
the
ready.
old Monaco configuration.
Perfect.
My childhood has me prepared.
That's what I'm saying, man.
If anyone's
Mowing rich
unfamiliar,
people's lawns.
these are not normal lawnmowers. These are quite quick and quite hard to control. Probably along the same lines of these V8 Supercars.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're squirrely in a different way. Feels like they have 3 feet of sidewall on them. They're the mowers of Top Gear fame. If you're familiar with that episode where they highlighted the Honda top speed mower.
What size motors?
Uh, I feel like it's probably not realistic, but I want to say like at least a V6
All right.
is what it feels like in my initial testing. So
In a
Yeah,
300.
that or a sport bike engine. It's
yeah, that's probably more accurate.
far too much power for an unsuspended mower to handle. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Well, I suppose that will wrap us up from Mount Panorama in Bathurst. So the Money Shift Sim series round number 3 is over. On to round 4. We'll see you in Wisconsin.
All right, fellas, we will see you there.
Till next time.